how does it feel to be back among your fellow players and just simply being a tennis player again?
Yeah, it's amazing. This is always a special time of the year for me. Indy Wells Miami have had some great results at both of these tournaments and always seem to play some pretty high-level tennis in the States. Yeah, look, can't take any of these tournaments for granted anymore. You know, these are the best tournaments we have, and I don't know how many times I'm going to be, at these events competing against some of the best players in the world. So yeah, it's surreal every time you come here and you really take in how good the stadiums are, how good the courts are. The fans are amazing here. I think some of the best fans in the world. So yeah, definitely up there as one of the best tournaments for sure.
You say you don't want to take it for granted. You've been working in the media quite a lot. I know you've enjoyed that, but how much does it also make you kind of realise that you're a long time retired?
Yeah, look, I think I always had a knack for doing media, and I do enjoy being controversial, I guess, but also just getting to, I guess, describe my journey and the tennis world. I've been around it since I was 7 years old and played through a couple different generations. So, I played with the Federer and the Nadals and now, in the kind of Alcaraz, Sinner, Rune and all these amazing young players. So I feel like I can share so much of my experience to the rest of the world and keep all these fans kind of intrigued of what goes on behind the scenes, how these people actually are. And I think it's an essential thing to do as well, to keep new fans, to get new fans engaged with the sport. Yeah, so I think, yeah, I mean, look, I'm definitely still got a little bit of tennis left to play, but I think my media career will be taken off.
How much has it changed the way you view the game and appreciate certain players?
Funny you say that. I was just practicing with Sho, I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, but he's from Japan. We were out playing some games, and I was just commentating out loud, and I didn't realise that I was commentating, and then he was just laughing. And I was like, I got a bad habit of actually commentating whilst I'm playing now. It's actually quite funny, but yeah, look, I think I'm just enjoying my tennis a little bit more these days. I'm not putting not putting as much pressure on myself as I probably once did. I felt there was a real time where I was a contender at all these events, and after the surgeries I've had, especially on my right wrist, I don't think it's almost fair to put those expectations on me, but to still be a part of it and the best tournaments and the highest level is pretty special.
Physically, how are you feeling?
Yeah, look, I was feeling great. I actually just practiced for an hour, and second last point actually felt my wrist a little bit. So, I mean, it seems to be that point where I can't really catch a break at the moment with my body, but these are just things you have to navigate. We're all navigating different things in our lives, and this is just the challenge that's in front of me. So I'll do everything I can to be ready.
If you are ready, and you've played, 3 games in 30 months, I think it is, all give or take, they've all been competitive, those games, though. So you say you're not putting too much pressure on yourself, but the desire to perform must still be there.
Yeah, 100%. I still feel like I want to, win matches and make some noise. But I really understand the amount of work that goes into even just getting to the start line, especially when you look at some of the players that have had wrist surgery, Del Potro team and Nishikori. It takes time to get back to that level that you once were, and you may not ever get there. That's why team was a Grand Slam champion and wasn't able to really scratch the surface coming back. So I understand the challenge that was in front of me. It's almost a bit tougher now because I see the reality of how my wrist is. But I see, obviously, when you see a qualifier, then Djokovic and things like that, I still back myself and I'm confident to get there, but I know that everyone's capable, everyone can play such high level tennis, so I'm going to not look ahead at all. It's hard not to these days. I open social media and I just say, oh, Kyrgios, Djokovic are around. I didn't ask for it, but I'm really looking forward to just getting out there and competing against whoever I get drawn to as a qualifier and just see if I can have some fun.